Hello, San Angelo. I'm James Bellini. Pan American Golf Association handed out scholarships to Jim Bass Ford yesterday. The city of San Angelo is changing how they disinfect the water, and Lawnhaven Memorial Gardens is hosting a Memorial Day ceremony. Before that, Ronnie Hawkins with ASU was out at the airport speaking about ASU's new Aviation Center. We'll get into that interview right after these messages from Jim Bass and Carpet Tech.
Save big on new and used cars and trucks at BassBunch.com.
When anyone needs a new car or truck, where do they go?
That's easy, BassBunch.com.
What? It's BassBunch.com.
Everybody knows BassBunch.com.
BassBunch.com. Did I hear right?
There is only one place, BassBunch.com.
If you want to save a bunch of money, the only place to shop is BassBunch.com.
My name is Cade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
I will tell you right now, you all are in trouble if I am the captain of the voyage right now. I was able to go to Southwest Airlines and meet with the people as we were getting ready to start Destination 225, and got in one of their simulators, and I didn't even go about 5 feet before it just went off the runway. So we're not going to do that today. To Chancellor Mitchell, to the regents that are here, to all of those that are representing Texas Tech University system, we thank you for being a part of this opening ceremony here. There are a lot of people that we need to recognize, and we've done some of that in just the recognition at the front end of this, but there are a lot more people. When it comes to how we have gotten here, there was a vision that we had, and it's tied to the vision that we have for Angelo State University. And that vision is that we want to be recognized as an innovative university by the end of this decade. And it started way back in 2021 when we put that vision together. And this is just endemic of that being what we want to do, not just here, but across the entire university. And in fact, one of the things that I'll remind Scott about was when we were meeting with the Board of Advisors for the aviation, it was one of those visions that we had, that we want to be recognized as one of the top 5 aviation programs in higher education across the United States. And we're there right now. We really are there right now. You can hear it from what Scott was telling you, and then more importantly, what you heard from Jonah, the quality of students that we have here that are going to come out and be pilots wherever it is that they might go, and be readily available to be hired wherever it is that they might go. It speaks volumes to what comes out of Angelo State University. And I want to talk about the commercial aviation program, but not just the commercial aviation program. You go over to the College of Science and Engineering, you're going to see it there. When you go to the College of Business, you're going to see it there. When you go over to the College of Arts and Humanities, you're going to see it there. That's just what we do at Angelo State University, almost to a fault that we don't really recognize ourselves and pat ourselves on the back, such as what we're doing today. So again, on behalf of the faculty and staff here at Angelo State University, we thank you for coming and being a part of this. And I do have to give out another shout out to Skyline Aviation, to Blake and Brian Vincent, to Lloyd Norris, to Jared. I don't know where Jared's at. Jared's down here. It's just phenomenal what they have been able to help us do. And they also happen to be ASU alum of Angelo State University. So we're very, very proud of what the family comes together and what we're able to do. When you look at our core values, there are 2 of them down there at the bottom, not necessarily in that order, but they're down at the bottom. There are 2 called commitment and community. And when you look at the commitment of our community, Mayor Gunter at the time, Judge Lane Carter at the time, all of the different people that were responsible for us getting this building built, it's just phenomenal. When you talk about that and you look at how the community, the city of San Angelo gave $2 million to be able to build this building right there, the city of San Angelo and the economic development part of that And what that brings here to ASU, and more importantly to San Angelo and beyond, it too is phenomenal. When you look at the Department of Commerce and the EDA and the Council of Government that we have, Concho Valley Council of Government, is anybody around that's a part of that? Okay, they're out in the back. Okay, there's John Austin's folks back there as well. That they helped us get where we're at. And then not only that, we had donors all around San Angelo giving. And one that I do want to highlight right now is Mr. Richard Meyer. When I came in as the president at Angelo State University, one of the first things he told me was he was in charge. And then the second thing that he told me was that we need to make sure this commercial aviation program gets off the ground. So that's another one of those metaphors that you hear all of the time. And literally and figuratively, that's what has happened here at Angelo State University. He had a dream way back when we didn't even have a commercial aviation program, and he talked to then President Brian May and said, we need to have a commercial aviation program. It's going to help the university grow overall. And so here we are today. The dream has come true, and we'll continue to grow that, Richard. And thank you very much for your vision and your inspiration in helping us get there. We also had anonymous donors, and an anonymous donor that gave a significant amount of money for us to get where we're at today. So again, when you listen to what Scott talked about, when you listen to what Jonah talked about, there were a lot of people in the background that were making a lot of things happen here for ASU and be impactful, positively impactful as a result of that. Yes, we have the 28 planes that you have, and there's more to come. Yes, we have 3 helicopters, and there's more to come. Yes, we have an air traffic control program, and there's more to come. And that's because of the vision that we have. I also want to call out and give a shout out to Dr. Andy Tiger for what it is that he has done in leading us through this effort right now, where the commercial aviation program fits in his college, and he's the dean of that college. And it's been nothing short of impressive to see all of these things come together. Scott has talked to you about the program management reviews that we've had, and we have a lot of them to make sure that we can get to where we're at, but that's what you do. And that's how you do it, and that's how you get where you're at right now. So to the students that are in the back, how many students do we have standing around here that are in it? Okay, you see some of the hands going up now, and we did shake a lot of the hands crossing the stage this past Friday and Saturday, and it's an inspiration as a result of what you see them do. I can remember going through college myself and truly thinking about being in commercial aviation, and I thought I wasn't good enough to do it. But then again, when you see these students come in here and they have the examples that they have with Dr. Scott Turner doing what he does and how he does that and excites them and leads them on, we're in a good spot here at Angelo State University as a result of that. To all of our alum here, to the alum that are getting ready to retire because they're quote unquote aging out of the rules that the FAA have. We got a place for you if you want to come on back and help us out with that. But to the alum that are in and about in commercial aviation, we're very, very proud of the path that you have already laid. We're not going to let any grass grow up under what you have laid. To our city councilmen, their new mayor as well, we thank you for the vision that you have had to be able to support us there. Mayor Gunter, again, thank you for what you've done. And to all of our donors, we're not done. No, that doesn't mean we're coming back ask for money. It does. But we won't do it anytime soon. And more importantly, if you give to Angelo State University, this speaks to the quality of what you get as a result of that. And that starts here at ASU, but it goes on into with our Board of Regents and our Chancellor and what he allows us to get done. And I'm not saying that just because they are sitting here. It's just the reality of what we have here. So we thank you for being a part of everything that has happened thus far. We thank you for where this is getting ready to go. And we look forward to higher ground and higher altitudes as we do that. So we're going to close with that, and we'll get on with the tour. How are we going to set that up? Are you going to make mention of how that goes, and we'll go from there. But we'll get on with the tour. I encourage you to hang around and look outside the wrapping that Scott alluded to that was not there before, that is here now. He's right. We got in here without all of that stuff going on, and we said, we'll get the 70% solution getting going, and we'll work to 100% later on. And you're at about the 99% of that right now. So a lot to do, and I encourage you to get over into those simulators and hop in one, if you will. The students are going to be in there, and hop in one. One last story, and I'm getting off the stage. We were over in Southwest Airlines flying the simulators, and Don Topliff got in one, and he couldn't even get it off the ground. I'm going to just tell you, he tells you he flew it very well, but he didn't get that thing off the ground. And that's a true story. All right?
In news, the San Angelo Pan American Golf Association awarded $34,000 in scholarships to local high school seniors during a ceremony Tuesday in the showroom of the Jim Bass Ford dealership. 34 students from the San Angelo area received $1,000 scholarships. Assistant Vice President at Shannon Health said, "It all started with a single opportunity just like the one you've been given. This scholarship is so much more than a financial reward. It's a vote of confidence in your potential. Scholarships may open the door, but it's your responsibility to walk through that door with purpose, with humility and drive." The San Angelo Water and Utilities Department will change how it disinfects the city's water supply on May 30th to June 30th for preventative maintenance. The city usually uses chloramine, a mix of chlorine and ammonia, but this time the city will only use chlorine, which is stronger than chloramine. Your water may smell or taste different, but only for a couple weeks before returning to normal. And Lawnhaven Memorial Gardens is hosting a Memorial Day ceremony at the cemetery located at 4989 FM Highway 1223. Johnson says that to join us for honoring and remembering those who gave all for our freedom this Memorial Day. The ceremony will take place on Monday, May 26th at 10 a.m. For more information, you can call 325-944-5000. And we'll get into weather right after this word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
In weather right now, it's 89 degrees outside with a high of up around 94 and a low tonight down around 68. Tomorrow the high gets up to 99 in the afternoon. There's a 20% chance of storms that last throughout Thursday night where the low is 68. Then on Friday, it'll be sunny with a high of 97 and a low around 70 Friday night, which will turn a bit breezy, so expect winds around 15-20 miles an hour. And we'll be right back after this quick word from Condos, Diamonds, and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Condos, Diamonds, and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Condos, Diamonds, and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Cano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Cano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app. For the live team, I'm James Bellini, and we'll see you tomorrow.